In terms of the matches, this has to be the best time because generally speaking it's a little cooler. 2010 campaign under.
Quite a while.
30-15.
And obviously it's big to play Federer.
Game Federer.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Game Istomin.
It's an important travelling with Federer for a while now.
40-15. Game Federer.
Federer seemed to get on pretty well with it.
30-love.
All a little too obvious, I'm afraid.
Game Istomin.
It's a shot Roger hit so well last week. Backhand.
Game Federer.
Some lovely variation from Federer there. Very intelligent.
Game Federer.
And again, old school with the approach. Fortunate to get away with that. Tough to see that. Tough to see that too. That was a great pass.
Game Federer.
So that's a nice work on it. Really did. That was a better drop.
It looks like he's just done his ankle.
We've seen a few of these, haven't we, in the last couple of weeks? This doesn't look good at all.
Well, we just saw Isner a couple of hours ago doing his ankle.
And didn't Tipsarevic do last week in Toronto as well? Usually players will try and walk it off. So let's see if we can take a closer look. Find out what happens here. Didn't go over on it really at all.
Yeah, I think it was when he took that step back and then suddenly pushed forward in an attempt to chase the drop shot.
Yeah, so there wasn't really any
lateral movement
with the ankle.
Yeah,
it was just more up and down. What we don't know is whether there was any underlying injury there anyway. I'm always surprised when the players don't strap their ankles just as a matter of course when playing on these hard courts. Because he hasn't done that.
Luke is just assessing the injury, testing it out, seeing whether it needs to be taped or not. Oof, it didn't look good.
Oh, that was the spot.
Yeah. I felt that in the commentary box. And of course, you've got to keep in mind that US Open is just 2 weeks away.
Yeah, and you're playing in a match where you always want to feel you're competitive. You always want to feel you've got a chance of turning things around. But you're realistically, what are the chances?
Yeah.
And therefore, you know, do you have to take the safe option as far as your career is concerned?
Of course you do.
The other question, obviously, that he'll be asking the physio is, if you tape it, is that going to help me? Am I still going to feel a lot of pain? The biggest question is, am I going to do it a lot more damage by trying to play? That's the biggie, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly the point.
If he says, look, I can tape it up and you're not going to make it any worse, then you give it a shot. But if he says, look, you know, if it's painful now, wake up in the morning, it's going to be really sore, and it's going to be at least 4 or 5 days till you can hit balls again, then you say, okay, that'll do me. Because you do have to think about playing in the last Grand Slam of the year, especially someone like Istomin who's playing good ball at the moment, highest ranking. He's got a chance to go deep for, you know, the first time in his career, really. He's never made it to the 4th round of a slam, so I feel he's got a decent chance. Looks like he's going to give it a shot and tapes it up. Federer certainly appreciates his efforts to try and continue. Thoroughly enjoying this match, I'm sure, as we are. A good performance by Federer so far. He's going to be moving a little gingerly on that thing.
It always takes a couple of points just to see how it's feeling, and initially the strapping will feel really tight.
No, he's not going to do it. It's done and dusted.
Ladies and gentlemen,
strange, there's no swelling, didn't really go over on it, but it looks painful, and that's a big disappointment. But I'm sure it's the right decision. He's got to look after number 1 of the US Open around the corner, so commiserations to Dennis. It's Federer who's through after just 7 games of this one.